Hey, check out the sponsor for the video. Check out the links in the description.
Hey guys, I just got my free sample and shaker cup for the Dubby's energy pack drink. So this is me trying it. I just got it from my P.O. box and I'm just gonna try and see how it was. Let's just take a look at what I got, the samples that I got. As you can see, I have the peach, the beach and peach. I have the Dub Sludge, the Dragonade, and also Galaxy Grenade. I don't know which one I'm gonna do, and I got the anime cup to like get the package. I'm gonna try it for my afternoon energy boost. Now I'm about to mix my new Dubby pack with Dragonberry. We're gonna see how this tastes. Not too bad. I think I'm gonna sip on this for the rest of the day. It's about 3 hours till I get off of work, and we're gonna see how this actually makes me feel. So, small little correction. I actually had the Galactic Grenade earlier. Tastes actually awesome. And didn't get the jitteries. I actually drank it over an hour-long period, and I still got enough energy, enough mental focus. I guess this is good to go.
All right, guys. So I have been loving Castlevania. I watched the original series back when it first came out and was happy to see that it got 4 seasons. I was never a big fan of the video games. I actually had Simon's Quest, and if you know anything about Simon's Quest was a bitch. And so yeah, that was the thing that happened. And so I never really got into like the whole Super Nintendo and stuff like that. But I remember watching Captain N and the Game Master, and they had Simon Belmont. Oh my God, he was just precious. Simon Belmont in Captain N and the Game Master, like that first season where they had the actual cartoon, was just precious. But we have a couple other things, a couple other properties. Lord of Shadows, which was actually I think Lord of Shadows was a good kind of spin-off reboot. Of course I saw Yahtzee play Symphony of the Night, and it was kind of interesting. But what has been very interesting is the Castlevania motherfucking the anime series adapted by Netflix. And I know a lot of people were just, when it came out, there was issues with well, one, it seemed short, and some of the characters didn't look like in the game, and it was just people complaining. But one of the biggest problems was Isaac. People said Isaac, who turned out to be a Sufi Muslim, was very different from the Isaac in the game. But Isaac as a character worked. And of course you had the fucking neckbeards that, well, they race white people. And it was just, Isaac worked. And he turned out in the later seasons to be some of the one like fan favorite characters. And of course the series had to end. And now we have Castlevania Nocturne. Now, full disclosure, I actually watched Nocturne the first few days it came out. It was awesome to me. I am not a big Castlevania video game fan, as stated before, but I see a lot of people that got upset about certain shit. And yes, I do have some complaints about the story. The bitch Elizabeth, I would have loved if they would have kept her as the motherfucking as fucking crazy instead of like Tigress at the end of. Okay, she didn't look like Tigress. Tigress looked like really better. Or Chitara, whatever. But But we have to talk about Annette and Edward. And like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not like opera singing. And spoilers if you don't know. But when Edward became the night creature and just was singing his motherfucking heart out, yeah, that shit was fucking awesome. But we're talking about Annette. And let's hear some of the chuds complain about Annette in Castlevania Nocturne. Oh, and Drazette, whatever the black chick, the black vampire was that everybody was like have big mommy dommy energy. Yeah, people were. Oh, I guess people weren't upset about that because they had she had mommy dommy energy. But let's go. Oh, let me speed his ass up because he does talk slow. Hold on. Let's go.
Well, it seems like every successful show that Netflix puts out, one comes out and counters it. Castlevania Nocturne. Don't know anything about the show, haven't watched it.
So why are you doing a video? Why the fuck are you doing a video if you don't know anything about the show and you haven't watched it? Why are you talking about it? You're like, forget, for real. This is YellowFlash here. YellowFlash is the person that Miles Morales is not Spider-Man. I think you may have an issue with darker skinned characters, dog, that may be affecting your bias. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because the title of the video is Wokovania. And newsflash, motherfuckers. Everybody knows that vampires have always been woke. They have been queer coded. They have been motherfucking never been to a sense of, oh yeah, they're the super straights. Even when you go back to the original Bram Stoker's Dracula, he was queer coded, dog. I don't know. Okay, all right. I'm tripping. But let's go.
Didn't watch the original series, to be honest. Just didn't get into it. I know a lot of people like it, and that's fine. I'm not here to argue against you if you like it or disagree with it.
You didn't watch the original series either? So what is the point of saying this shit? Alright. This is like didn't he admit that he's not really a Spider-Man fan, but he hates the fact that Miles Morales exists? I think I remember him saying that in the video that I went over. I may be wrong, but let's go.
I just want to talk about this show and how poorly it's being received and how mainstream critics are tired of that mean old audience score. They don't like it. They don't like that mean old audience being able to come in and give reviews. How dare you get an opinion? How dare you get a say in a show and how it's received? How dare you, commoner? You pleb? How dare you not look up to our ivory tower and worship us?
Why are you so fucking insecure, dog? Nobody is saying that. What people are actually saying is that when it comes down to it, some of you motherfuckers just go and review bomb shit just because. Everybody that I hear talk about the show say the animation looks fucking awesome. My bad. Taking off some socks. But everybody I watch says the animation is awesome. Now, there are some complaints about some of the story beats, but nobody is saying, you plebes, you should listen to us as the motherfucking people in the ivory tower. Nobody is saying that. Who's saying that? Why do you feel so insecure? If people don't like your opinion about shit, oh well. If you like something that somebody else doesn't like, fuck, oh well. If you don't like somebody else, what they don't like, fuck, oh well. Why make a fucking 9-minute and 40 fucking 6-minute video talking about, oh yeah, some people don't like it versus this? It's because you're salty. Because some of these people can't pass a brown paper bag test. But let's continue.
Every time this is what happens. And it's funny, it just shows you the difference between critics and regular people, how they never really see eye to eye. Because this isn't just a Castlevania Nocturne thing. We see this time and time again where you see an audience score that drastically disagrees with the reviewers. And honestly,
Show me. Prove it. Hey, check this out. Check this out.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
when you see this, most of the time, this makes me think, yeah, it's probably a dog shit show. So now I have even less interest in watching this.
Now, one of the reasons why I don't watch a show because I wouldn't like the concept. Like, you wouldn't get me to watch Steven Universe. I watched one episode and it wasn't my cup of tea. People ran and rave about it. It was like, oh yeah, Steven, not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna sit back and say, well, some of these people didn't like it, so I'm not gonna watch it. That it means, as much as you talk about sheeple and all the other good bullshit, you're following along with them. But you know, maybe he's gonna come to like Jesus moment.
And this to me justifies it. But critics, they don't like the audience score, and it's for a good reason, because it shows them to be absolute jokes. And another embarrassing move by Paul Tassi. He puts out this article: Netflix's Castlevania Nocturne again proves the uselessness of user reviews. Now, like I said, I don't know anything about this show. I guess it takes place at a time with...
Again, if you don't know anything about the show, why do you not think what he is saying is correct? No, you want to actually just shit on it because, hey, they got some, they race swapped and, they race swapped and, it must be because they race swapped. Like, come on. If you don't know anything about it, why the fuck is this even a thing for you? There are shows that people watch. Like, you will never see me sit back and talk about, yeah, Fire Force. Fire Force is a dog shit show because some people watched it and they stopped watching it. You never see me talking about, man, that motherfucking show, Attack on Titan? Yeah, everybody who likes it should be segregated to an island. No. The reason why I don't fucking care about the show, I'm not going to critique the show like that because I don't care about it. What about this causes this man to care about it? What about this show? Could it be the writing? Could it be the animation? Well, he doesn't know that because he hasn't watched the show. Could it be how they diverge from the story? Well, again, he doesn't know that because he hasn't watched the show. What could it be?
With people trying to denounce...
Wait. Is this in the show? Brown people in the show. Oh my God. Brown people in the show. What?
Slavery and stuff. I don't know anything about this show.
Wait.
I do wonder what takes place at a time with people trying to denounce slavery and stuff. I don't...
Wait, you have a problem? Some people have a problem with the denunciation of slavery. Some people have a problem with the denunciation of slavery. Yeah. I think I know what type of motherfuckers who took the time to go and downvote this show. The ones that don't have no life. The ones that maybe have some sort of hate boner or some shit. I don't know, but let's go.
I don't know anything about this show. I do wonder what the hell that any of that has to do with Castlevania games, which these are supposed to be based on. But whatever. They always got to find a way to turn it into some kind of messaging.
All media is about messaging. All media is about virtue signaling. All media is about propaganda. It's just that the propaganda and messaging that you like, it's just because you like it. You crack open anything, any piece of media, and you would actually see that it has a political bent of the author and of you when you consume it. But because it's not something that you or certain other people like, then it's a problem. Again, we're talking about the denunciation of slavery. Some people have an issue with the denunciation of slavery. In a video game adaptation where they literally say, yeah, the upper class are motherfucking feeding on the lower class. It's actually always been in Castlevania. Count Dracula, I know, it makes sense, right? He's living in a castle, and some scrappy motherfucking heroes, outcasts of society, come and motherfucking wreck his shit. Witches, motherfucking thieves. These are the people that wreck shit. But no. Castlevania has never had a political message. The guy who did it, who went on to make Bloodstain, whatever the rest of that, it's never been a political message. Dude, yes, video games have always had a political message. But let's continue.
Everybody thinks that that's a terrible thing that happened in history. But once again, we need to be reminded of that through a Castlevania show. A show that should be about hunting vampires. Maybe this show still is. I don't know.
Wait. Again, you don't know. And most of it, yes, there is an episode that takes place in Haiti, the Dominican Republic, before it's split. But it also has the background of the French Revolution. They are covering 3 revolutions in this show all together. The end of the American Revolution, they're talking about the Haiti Revolution, and its setting is directly in the French Revolution. They have the motherfucking guillotine rod. But you don't know that. Because your feelings are hurt. Because somebody had to remind you slavery is bad. And especially with the motherfucking genocidal Christopher Columbus Day coming up. Oh yeah, this is fucking awesome. And it, ironically enough, spoiler alerts, Orlox is an Aztec. And he said it. Oh, it's so sweet. I was there when their people came and killed thousands that ended up being millions. And they did it all in the name of their God. Sometimes in the name of their king, but always in the name of their God. It's just poetic that it is coming out around, Indigenous People Day. But again, because it hurts your feelings to think about something in the past that happened. Oh shit, I may look like the bad guys. It's a fucking issue. And no. Before people start thinking like, oh, I'm just mad. I'm just saying that he's mad because he's white and remind. Like, no. I fully am committed towards telling people that they should not feel bad about some shit that happened with their ancestors. They should feel bad about their motherfucking actions. But no, a motherfucker like this identifies with the bad guys. Oh, slavery is bad. Why? Like, no. Shit. Identify with me. To say that slavery is bad. In every instance that we see and how much more fucked up it is, why don't we just say, yeah, nah, we can't repeat that shit. But let's continue.
I just find it funny that Paul's so mad that people don't like this show that he wrote a whole article on it. And usually, sometimes this guy has a good takes too. I don't want to take that away from him, but I'd imagine he probably doesn't like me very much. I don't think he likes anybody in our little community very much, to be honest. But he does sometimes.
How do you know that? Maybe he thinks that you're misguided. Maybe he thinks that you're just fucking stupid. Maybe he thinks that you're insecure about who you are, so you place your value on your motherfucking supposed race, your motherfucking supposed past, and you don't value yourself. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he thinks that, I don't know, that you should actually live to be proud of the shit that you create for yourself and not just because you're a specific phenotype. I don't know. That's how I see shit. But let's continue.
Have good takes. This isn't one of them. And the gist of this article is that he's very mad that people are calling this show woke, and they're calling it Wokevania and stuff like that.
Yeah, we make fun of the libs. We make fun of the libs. Wokevania.
And he just goes on and on about how basically they need to eliminate user reviews, which I very much disagree with. It's funny that he's...
No, I actually think that they should be weighted a lot different. It's the same problem that Metacritic had with video games, where people were just, review bomb shit even before the movie or the game came out. When you have a system in place, there are some people that's going to be dedicated enough to motherfucking try to abuse the system, especially if it's something that they don't like. And yeah, I think the shit should be weighted different. And let's just be honest too. A lot of the audience score, some of those aren't the people that can get to the critics level, but they are critics. And some of these people are just, it is a reason why the score is 53%. It is a reason why. I'm sure nobody says, oh, let's keep it at a 5. There's a reason why. But again, that's how numbers work. I'm sure YellowFlash may have some issues with the way numbers work.
He's mad that people are mad about his opinion, so he wants to take their opinion away, which is a pretty mainstream journalist thing to do, Paul. But apparently, yeah, people are calling this Wokevania and really blasting it. And, maybe it is woke. I'll never watch this show, but I believe that you have the right to review it if you want to. That you have the right to give your opinion on it. And if you think it's woke, you should be able to say you think it's woke in the reviews. That's your opinion.
My question is, please tell me, what does woke mean? What does woke mean? Explain to me what woke means. Explain to me what woke means. And don't let it be viral on like all the shows. Explain to me what woke means. There's a black character. They're talking about slavery. Is it also woke that they're talking about the motherfucking French Revolution? This is literally the backdrop of a time where people were throwing off the shackles of, nah, I'm not just born this, I'm not just born that. I can be what the fuck I want. Isn't that the premise of America? God damn it. Again, I have to mention that this is brought up. The opening is during the celebration of the end of the American Revolutionary War. I don't get it. Are the women characters too strong in there? Like, I don't get it. Annette is basically not pyrokinetic, because Richter is pyrokinetic. Terrakinetic. She's terrakinetic. What's so wrong about that? Where one is a fucking Maria is a stomachser. Where's there's a difference in power with this shit? It's because one of the characters is black. And as they put it in the show, mulatto character actually is banging with the pipes. I don't get it.
And
by the way, is he going to show any of the reviews? Are the reviews going to come up at all? He's just going to sit back and talk about, this is the score. Is that all? God damn, these people have no imagination whatsoever, do they?
it's important because this informs other people's opinion. Because you're never going to get, woke will never be criticized by a mainstream journalist. Unless other mainstream journalists complain about it. But
what is it that you need to criticize woke about? What is there you need to criticize woke about? What the fuck is it that you need to criticize woke about? Please tell me what is critical of woke. Where is it wrong? Where is it bad? Outside of the just virtue signaling, why is it wrong? Why is it bad? What is it? What is the flavor? What does it taste like? What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? Does it feel like the inside of your mother's? Anyway.
they would never complain about the woke. They'll come up with another way to criticize it. Because you are never allowed to criticize woke when you are a mainstream journalist.
You are literally This motherfucker, hold on, with my 920 subscribers, this motherfucker has 424K subscribers. Get that bullshit out of here. What do you mean, mainstream journal? You're on a motherfucking social media that's mainstream motherfucking YouTube. There are people, including myself, that do no longer have cable or broadcast TV. You're on one of the biggest video platforms and you have almost 500,000 subscribers. No, it's not about being mainstream. It's about people shit on you for your dumb fucking opinion. That's all this is. What because you don't have them all, you don't think you're mainstream, you don't think you're big enough? The fuck out of here, you whining, sniveling little bitch. And the only reason why you're doing this shit is for clicks and like. Again, we have to go back to your affirmation that you get from the internet. Ha ha woke, ha ha laugh, ha ha woke. What does that get you, dog? What does that get you? The fact that you feel good, does your dick get hard knowing somebody gets upset about something? Does it? Is that the only way you can motherfucking get an erection now? To fuck your blow up doll? Is it? Allegedly.
That's not allowed. You can get blacklisted for doing that and kicked out because they all play ball with the main companies to some extent. I've played that clip a million times. Might as well play it again.
Everybody in our industry occasionally has to play softball, occasionally has to, look the other way a little bit. Everybody has to do it.
Wait, we're turning what? Like a movie
in the sense that, I hated a movie, but I won't say that I hated the movie. Or an actor behaved a sort of way and you don't want to, put it out there that happened.
Right, because you might not get the next review.
Right.
Next
So
gig.
to some degree, everybody in our industry that is a part of this quote unquote access media has to sort of decide which battles they want to pick.
So forgive me if I don't trust mainstream.
Okay. It's called access media. Okay. Then don't do access media. Write what the fuck you want to say. Put up the videos that you want to put out. Do you need affirmation from people watching your shit? Do you need affirmation for people watching your shit or paying attention to you? Is that the affirmation that you need? I know several people that's been blacklisted and they're too woke. Come on now. What is going on here? If you have something to say, say it. Put it out there. And he wasn't talking about being woke. He was talking about looking the other way when people do shit. I don't know, like a former stand-up comedian that may have allegedly sexually assaulted women that they've been doing interviews for, doing investigation for 4 years. That says his name is RB. I mean, allegedly an actor or comedian doing something that they weren't supposed to do, looking the other way. Oh, wait. No, that's because it's your guy. He can't be talking about somebody like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go.
Extreme critics. I think they're all bought and paid for. There was recently a little bit of exposing going on with that when we found out there was a company paying critics for good Rotten Tomatoes reviews. It was dirt cheap. It was like $5 or $20 or something. I don't remember. It was
You have examples of some doing that. Do you have an example that all of them do it? Do you? I mean, point them out so we won't have to listen to them. If you have an example that all of them do that, point them out. And the ones that did do that, they determined that they were just small fries. Yeah, they got paid off for $50. Their credibility was for $50. You're selling your credibility for affirmations on the internet by putting out some of the same tweets years apart to just get engagement, as you say. But let's continue.
like laughably low how much they were paying these critics for good reviews. Like, that was a real thing that got exposed. Like, so I don't trust mainstream critics. I trust audiences way more than mainstream critics. So, I mean, that's your own battle.
Except when they like woke shit, right? Except when they like woke shit, right? You know, except when they like woke shit, right? Of course.
You're going to have to fight there, Paul. Why don't you do an article talking about that? I wonder why. Why don't you talk about why that critic talked about playing ball with Rotten Tomato with reviews and Disney and Captain Marvel and all that shit?
I swear to God, he sounds like a Christian apologist. Like, why don't you answer for what this atheist said? Because you part of this group. Why don't you answer for what this atheist said? This atheist said this. So why don't you? Do you think that this? Like, no, that's the fuck you sound like, dude. Why would he have to answer for somebody else? Are they friends? Do they know each other? Do they agree on everything? Why does he have to answer for somebody else? This shit is stupid. This is just feeding motherfucking putrid green meat to his audience to say like, look, woke, pay me attention. But let's continue.
None of you thought that movie was some amazing masterpiece. You all knew it was shit, and you all gave it good reviews anyway. And then you attacked everybody that said it sucked, and it does suck. That movie holds up like a dead deer.
Did he say what movie?
And you all gave a good ball with Rotten Tomato. That's your own battle you're gonna have to fight there, Paul. Why don't you do an article talking about that? I wonder why. Why don't you talk about why that critic talked about playing ball with Rotten Tomato with reviews and Disney and Captain Marvel and all that shit? None of you thought that movie was some amazing master.
Wait, he's still on Captain Marvel. When did Captain Marvel come out? Here. Watch this. That came out in 2019. These motherfuckers are still on this Captain Marvel shit. God damn. Is it really that serious with these motherfuckers? It was a decent movie. And the fact that you didn't actually like it doesn't mean that it was shit for everybody else. Escape your own motherfucking perspective. It was a decent movie. You have an issue with other people liking shit that you don't like? Sounds pretty authoritarian. It sounds like what you're accusing motherfucking other people of. What about Captain Marvel that you didn't like? I can tell you some reasons why I didn't really like the story, because I think Carol Danvers is a much interesting, flawed character. It's like, let her deal with her alcoholism, let her deal with her trauma. Shit, she is literally the female Tony Stark in the sense of the trauma, the stress and the drama that she has to deal with. Don't believe me? They both are incredibly powerful people. They both headed S.H.I.E.L.D. They both had to deal with the fact that the little drink was a fucking problem, and they both had to deal with I'm right and I have to be no you're on the wrong side of the Civil War. But the fact that he is still on a 4-year-old movie because reasons lets me know that he is I don't know what to say it, but no. A little bitch. He's a little bitch, yeah. He's so much of a bitch that he should have learned when Captain Marvel stood up and says, I'm a girl and girl power. That's how much of a bitch this motherfucker is. And for somebody to take fucking Minato's name, Minato, who in Naruto is one of the wokest motherfuckers there is, who is one of the goofiest motherfuckers it is, who made a fucking magic spell. That's what ninjutsu is, a magic spell. Because he loved a girl and he wanted to be there by her side. To talk about woke, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention that Naruto and Sasuke, was kissing and probably are the greatest lovers between us. We're not gonna have that. Well, second greatest lovers, because I swear to God, I think Kakashi and Guy maybe getting it on, but anyway, but for you to even take the name YellowFlash lets me know how woke you are, motherfucker. God damn. Unless he's talking about Ebon Thawne. And yeah, DC Comics is woke as Marvel, but Marvel has always been woke. But let's go.
Masterpiece. You all knew it was shit, and you all gave it good reviews anyway. And then you attacked everybody that said it sucked, and it does suck. That movie holds up like a like a dead deer.
He is mad. His feelings are hurt. Like, no, dude, what you talking about is some bullshit. His feelings are fucking hurt. He is upsetting spaghetti about Captain Marvel. Upsetting spaghetti. Oh shit.
So, this is a bad look. Saying it'll take away, like, user reviews are useless. They're not useless. I would want to know if this show is woke, and I can go to an audience review and I can see, oh, it's.
So wait, if it was woke, is that just automatically like? Do you think because the show is woke, all of a sudden you're gonna be sucking on Quetzalcoatl's motherfucking spike tail? And yes, I know I made that reference because we're talking about Castlevania Nocturne. I just like, dog, why? What the fuck? I watch church shit all the time. It's just funny to me. It's not gonna brainwash me. Oh, guns, America, fuck yeah. The fuck? Okay, all right, let's go.
Woke. That's why everybody in here is blasting it. And I wouldn't say that this has been review bombed either, because it's only got 500 something reviews.
That could still be review bombed. That could still be review bombed. Why don't you show an example of? Why don't you show an example for the reviews that are bad? You don't want to show an example? And not only that, you got ad block on. You got ad block on. Dog, you got ad block on. What's up, Painkiller?
Seem like people that have watched the show and don't care for it.
Read the reviews. Wait. Stray too far from the source material. It might have just called it something else. It's literally someone else's fanfic writing off to Castlevania's name. Can't go into details without spoilers. Oh, it's the story that I didn't want. Oh, okay. Wait. The writers definitely know who their audience is, and it's not Castlevania fans. It's what happens when your writers never played a single Castlevania game. They make show for people who never played it either. Oh. Don't believe the others who say the animation is spectacular. Let me just pull
some
it
of
up.
them running.
Don't believe others who said animation is spectacular either. It's very poor compared to the previous series. Some points were like PowerPoint shows. You could count the frames. The story. Not read the reviews. Show how bad this is. God, I just read reviews. Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna read it? Let's go.
Look, this is a watchable series, but this is merely a shadow of the original Castlevania series. Writing is not that good. Most of the villains are one-dimensional and hard to connect with. Heroes are sometimes appear as more than one-dimensional characters, and sometimes not. Hard to connect with the heroes for the most of the time. Story is not adult-oriented, other than blood, gore, and sex scenes.
Wait, what? There's no sex scenes compared to the original. In the original, if you know what I'm talking about in season 3, there was no sex scenes compared to the original. There were two people laying in bed with their shirt off. Okay.
Strayed too far from the source material. Might have well just been called something else. It's literally something else. Fan fiction, writing off the Castlevania name. Can't go into details without going into spoilers. How is this like criticizing it for being woke? Just sounds like people don't like it.
Because if you go into spoilers, maybe they explain why it's different. All right, let's go.
And it doesn't sound like Castlevania from reading the little description that I found on it. This is literally, it sounds like people are right, that they're just using the name so they can tell some other story, which happens quite a bit. People don't like that shit. That's why people call things like The Witcher a bait and switch. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you've watched this.
Okay, what I think is your shit. I mean, like, I don't know what to say. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too harsh. Maybe I think that maybe you should watch the series and see if you actually like it. I don't know. Maybe that's it. And I get it. If it's not your cup of tea, why make the fucking video? I don't know. Anyway, Guys, like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to cut this video clip here. Remember, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to shit on me, I have a comment section right below, which I read and I, fling shit back. Anyway, we're going to cut this video segment here. I want to say thank you to all my Patreon supporters and my Twitch subscribers. Join the Guardians, become a member, or become a subscriber on YouTube, Patreon, and help support the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and the next one should be popping up on your screen. Subscribe, and if you haven't checked it out and want to help out the channel, check out my Patreon. Thanks.